Right, Abby, good to go.
All right, thank you for joining us. The time is 12:30. We apologize for being a little bit late. We're going to go ahead and call this special board meeting to order. Do we have any public comments today, Christine?
We do not.
All right, so we're going to skip over that section. The first item on the agenda is to vote on whether or not we are going to, how we're going to manage the appeal hearing request. Is there a motion?
I make a motion to conduct further investigation into the request to overturn the superintendent's level 3 complaint response and consider the matter of a potential hearing following said investigation.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Up next is the resolution for transfer of funds, and for that, I'll turn it over to Gary Bennett.
Thank you, Chair Hawkins. Going into the school year, the district budgeted $200,000 transfer from the general fund to Fund 299, the school nutrition fund, to cover the costs that are not covered by the revenue we receive. It's very typical in districts with demographics like ours, where we have few numbers of students on free and reduced lunch, that the general fund does subsidize nutrition services. That's fairly standard. As we've gotten closer to the end of the year, we're a little bit worried that $200,000 transfer might not cover it all. Actually, as we've done more work since I put this together, I think we're going to end just about on the number. But what we can't do is have that fund end in a negative balance. By law, it's a federally supported school nutrition fund. It has to end with a balance at 0 or greater. And so what I'm asking for today is the ability to have the authority to transfer up to another $100,000 from the general fund to cover any shortfall that might exist. As I said before, I never thought we'd need the whole 100,000, and I think now we're going to come in closer to the number. Just a couple things that are worth you knowing before you make this vote. Under our new leadership, the deficit is with our nutrition services director. Our deficit, we've needed to cover that fund, has been decreasing. She's doing a really good job of increasing revenues and helping that out. Our ending fund balance for the year is in good shape, looking better than the last forecast I put out. Hopefully that continues to be the case. Our books don't actually close on the year until August, but we're in good shape. And again, I don't think we'll need much, if any, of this transfer. We just can't afford to miss. So my request is to approve the resolution to transfer the $100,000.
Thank you. And I agree with you. She is doing a fabulous job. Is there a motion?
I make a motion to approve the resolution to transfer funds as presented.
Wonderful. Is there a second?
Second.
Which one of you?
Second.
All right, Harmony. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, up next, Mr. Rose with interdistrict transfers.
Good afternoon, board members. We have, as you know, previously opened a number of slots at every grade level, K through 12 across the district. And we've had pretty good luck in attracting students to our district. And we actually have filled the 9th grade slots. And so we are asking you today to open an additional 20 9th grade slots. And we're pretty close to having the 5th grade full as well. We opened 10 slots there. And we have, at this point, 8 students who are requesting a transfer in. And again, these are students coming to us, not students leaving. And so we're asking to go ahead and open an additional 10 slots at 5th grade. We do believe we have capacity for all 30 of those students. And then no other grade is greater than 60% full in terms of the slots we have opened. So we do believe this will help us attract a few more students. We've had to decline a few at the 9th grade. There are no current requests. That's one stipulation of the laws, that we have to have no current requests out there, but we can, now that we've declined those, open up additional slots. And so we're hoping you will support that request.
Wonderful. Is there a motion?
I make a motion to approve the resolution for additional interdistrict transfers as presented.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thanks, Matt. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries 4-0. All right, and up last, we have Mr. Emmert.
Good morning, everyone. We're excited to announce that the Sherwood School District negotiated a 3-year collective bargaining agreement with SEA. This morning, the district presents the changes to the current contract for 2024 through 2027. We'd like to thank Abby and Harmony for their participation in on the district team. And then just once again, we want to acknowledge how fortunate we are to have the relationship we have with SEA and how bargaining really goes in this district. So unless you have questions this morning, we would like to present the changes as noted in your board packet and ask the administration to approve the 2024 through 2027 SEA collective bargaining agreement.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
I move to approve the 2024 through 2027 SEA SSD collective bargaining agreement as presented.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thanks. All right, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries 4-0. And
Okay.
thank you, Steve, so much on your work on that. I know that most of the people in this room, well, actually, pretty much everybody was on that team, but we really appreciate you leading the charge on that and setting such a good example for our whole district. It's great to have this process completed for the school year.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, well, there's no other business for today. I appreciate you guys all being here on a different day than we tend to meet, but I'm glad we were able to do so. The next meeting of the board will be held on Wednesday, July 31st. And this meeting